so... sorry. The curiosity in look development, light and composition definitely captured my interest in a way I didn't expect. How something so abstract as light can be so emotional and technical at the same time. In essence, yes, it's supposed to make things look good, but there is so much more tinkering behind it because things work different digitally, and that excites me. I wanted to explore more on that, so look development was the main focus of my final year project, which features a digital replica of the Chiu Jetty in Penang, Malaysia, which is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The theme around the project was inspired by the romance of the past, which features scenes of the end of a busy day basking in the evening skies. The goal was to focus on storytelling through lighting, and one thing that I can say that I've learned through this project, other than the technical knowledge, is that it is a really good project to build character because it teaches you how to not only manage a timeline, most importantly, it teaches you how to complete a really large project. And this piece represents the end of my degree as I transition into a digital artist.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Felicia Tan. Hi, welcome, welcome. Why are you so shy, lah? Wait, hello. Why?
Hello.
Why? All right. So, anyways, if you haven't seen her project yet, or you're just tuning in right now, she did a project on 3D environment and lighting. Oh my God, it's been such a long day. I've been saying all the wrong things. I'm so sorry. It's the Chiu Jetty of Penang. So if you haven't been to Penang yet, you can check out a video and then go check out the place yourself and see how real is it, because it's very real to me. I've been there. So yes, Felicia, of course. Why Malaysia?
Because most of the time when people do a 3D model or 3D project, we usually would do something very iconic, and that usually means doing something international. So I wanted to explore something local because I went through this phase where rather than showcasing, internationally, like all those icons, why not I promote my own home country? Because there are actually, like, even I found out myself that there are actually a lot of very beautiful places in Malaysia, and we don't really know it. We don't really appreciate, or there needs to be more awareness to it. And so when I did this project, it was more of creating awareness that Malaysia is very beautiful as well, because that's what I'm also going through. That's what I want to share with people.
I see. Very specifically Penang. Yes, beautiful place, of course. Penang has a lot of colors, has a lot of very good, vintage.
A lot of good
choices.
food.
Yes, a lot of good food. Oh my God, yes. If you haven't been to Penang, do try it. There's a lot of good food.
A lot.
But yes, let's not get distracted by food, because I can go on and on and on about food for hours, man. I love to eat. So yeah, all right. Picking Penang Jetty Bridge, the bridge as an example. What would you say is the highlight of your entire project?
Well, the reason why I picked that is because I have this sort of fascination with narrow alleys. I think that having something so cramped up, there is always this challenge of how am I going to portray that cinematically? How do you arrange the things, and how is it that even though it's so narrow, you can still capture a lot of story within that scene? So that's what I wanted to do in terms of the model. And then the focus was actually lighting. So in terms of how does light get captured onto different textures, onto different scenes. So my project was to do an evening scene. And so it's sort of like after the sun is set, about 7:45 p.m. So it's sort of that romantic feel to it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beyond romantic feel. It kind of feels like the tropical house vibe as well, like the 6:45 p.m., 7 p.m. sunset on the beach vibes. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
If you had done something like that, I would cry in tears, because that's like the thing that I live for. But Okay, we have a question coming in from the audiences, of course. Someone asked the question on Felicia, why do you love 3D lighting?
Oh, that's a very good question. I didn't start off liking it. It was something that, because I went through a phase of I like editing, and then I realized I'm strong at 3D. So I was trying to look for my forte, because there's so many things in 3D, that industry. So when I spoke to my lecturer, and he was talking about how light works and how it bounces off different textures, different places, and how it can, show different mood and character to a scene. So that got me very interested, because it's light is something so abstract. Like, you just
Correct.
push the light a little bit and everything changes.
Correct,
So
correct.
it's abstract and it's technical at the same time. So that was very intriguing to me. So the more like technical difficulty, like the more I'm attracted to it. So it's just just fell into it.
The more difficult the guy is, the more you're attracted. No, I'm just kidding. All right, that is very
no.
up close and personal. I'm just kidding. Please do not ask that kind of questions in the comment section. I would not read it out, okay? All right, one last question before we move on to the next student. What would you say is because that's a lot of rendering. And for most students, they're doing it based on a creative place that they have in mind, but you're basing it on a very actual and historical place, or I would say some place with a lot of attraction and attention to it. So what would you say is like the biggest challenge that you have faced throughout the whole process of this project?
I would say accuracy. So
Alright.
because when I was setting out to do this project, it wasn't just to just make a copy. I wanted to actually do a digital replica. So what that means is that it has to be as close as possible to the real thing, because this is like I also it's very much thanks to my lecturer, Mr. Leroy. He said that if this can be something that can pave a way to what it's called, digital heritage. Yeah, because nowadays there are a lot of historical places that they may not stand the what do you call it?
The changes.
The change
in
of time and
yes,
everything.
correct.
Yeah. So because also with the global pandemic now, we can't really travel, but with
see.
3D coming up in place, people can still see these attractions without leaving their home. So it's sort of like it definitely has this opportunity where we can create digital replicas for cultural and historical preservations, those kind of things. So that was what I really wanted to try and capture. Yeah.
I see. That's indeed a very great idea to do this, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people would not have picked a location or like a historical place that already exists, because it's very risky. I'm so glad that you actually did it, because like you kept part of the heritage alive. Well, I mean, the bridge is still something, right? Yeah. Step by step, maybe KLCC next, or something. Yeah. But anyways, thank you, Felicia, for joining us in the studio. Next up, we have Gatia with his 3D game environment, Medieval Village.